Yo, what's going on, world? For those who don't know, I go by Norm Bates. You're now tuned in to Punch in the Pad. Um, this time around, I know it's supposed to be a beat page and about music, but it's been a stressful 3, maybe 4 months trying to get back up and running again. Because my computer was basically, I guess you could say, out of date and needed upgrading, right? So let me rewind. My computer did stall here and there, or randomly stop when I did heavy workloads, or when I would do say Pro Tools. I would have to have, like, I don't know, a good 30 tracks maybe in there. Each track had, a certain amount of plugins and different things. I noticed when I ran auto tune a lot, it would start messing up. So I kind of knew I pretty much needed a better PC eventually, but I didn't want to upgrade because I knew it was going to be a big chain of reactions if I upgrade one thing. So that's what pretty much happened, right? So I had Reason 8. Reason 8 would once in a while I have to have like crazy instruments again, like a whole bunch of tracks open, whole bunch of instruments going at once, and then I get a little error message maybe saying computer too slow. But most of the time I wouldn't go to the max. I'd be able to make my beat with a short amount of tracks or whatever, and I'd be good. So I upgraded to Reason 9. I'm not a big fan of upgrading because I don't feel it's really necessary. You know what I mean? Like, every year they come out with a newer version of the same program, and most of the time it doesn't have anything that I feel I would utilize. You know what I mean? So to upgrade, and I'm gonna still use the same plugins that I have been using, or the same, you know what I mean? It would make no sense. So you're not really doing anything as far as helping me mix, or as far as helping me make beats. But Reason 9, the players actually caught my attention. Mostly the chords, the chord player, because I'm not, you know what I mean? I try my best, but I'm not a real big piano player, anything like that. When it comes to chords, I don't know. I used to try, but it just didn't fully sound like it should go together. So that really was like, okay, that's something I could actually use and benefit from. So let me give this, what is it, like 130 to upgrade? We're going to do that, right? And then there was another thing I seen. They have, I think it's called like A-list guitars or something, some type of rack extensions, which actually played out guitar like it almost sounds like you really have a guitar and you're just pressing one key, 2 keys, you know what I mean? Whatever, you're pressing 1 key at a time, similar to the chords, except it's playing the guitar and then the other one's playing chord. So I'm like, okay, that's another thing I could use, right? So I upgraded the Reason 9, and then I went and bought, I probably spent about maybe $300-400 on rack extensions and refills. So now we're talking about $400 or $500, $530 or whatever, $430 all together. Now, when I finally go using the new Reason 9, Reason rack extensions, of course, what happens? Right away, I'm getting a whole bunch of slow errors, computer too slow, and this and that, which I knew was going to happen once I upgraded one thing, like I said. So now what do? Well, first I didn't have the money. I had to save up some money to get a computer, which took me a couple months. That's why you haven't been seeing anything from me on this page as of lately. So in the time in between, I actually went and I borrowed my brother's computer because he don't use it. He actually built a computer a few years ago that was made for music. I mean, meant to do all this stuff. So I figured, let me test his out just to make sure, because I don't want to get a computer and then it's still giving me this this message. So let me make sure on his computer and see what's up. So he has an i7 4770 and about, I think, 16 gigabytes of RAM. I took one of my RAM sticks from my previous computer, put it in his, so gave him 24. And the graphics card was a GeForce GTX. I want to say about 640, maybe 660, something like that, right? Okay. Using his computer, everything runs fine. The Reason runs fine. Video, Adobe Audition Pro runs smoothly. Only thing on that computer was my old Pro Tools. I have Pro Tools 8. I had an M-Box 2 Mini. I know. That's really like throwback for real. So that's before Avid even had it. It was right before Avid bought Pro Tools. It was something called DigiDesign, and you needed the M-Box to run Pro Tools. Like without a DigiDesign product interface, Pro Tools wouldn't run. That was before they let other interfaces and everything be compatible with running Pro Tools. So the Pro Tools wouldn't, the M-Box for some reason, the drivers must, it's way out of date now. That's like 2010, 2000. Yeah, about 2010 I got that. So I don't know when the last time they updated it, maybe 2011. So all the drivers is out of date. So that was a big thing there. So it didn't where was it? Oh, pardon me. It didn't hook up, right? So when actually the Pro Tools did work. When I would go into the Pro Tools, the M-Box worked. But the driver just, I guess for the computer in general, didn't want to install. So when I went into Reason, I couldn't on the menu options of, if you want to use a ISO, no, not ISO, whatever that is called, ASIO, whatever. Basically, the interface, it wouldn't show up, so that wasn't an option for me. So I couldn't basically hear what was going on through my speakers because I needed to be able to use that M-Box. So that right there was the real reason. Well, that was the last straw. So I knew from that point on, I had to get a new computer. I had to get a now I have to get a new interface, right? And like I said, the M-Box worked with the Pro Tools. It was hand in hand. So now when I get an interface, I have to what? Update my Pro Tools. So that's more money, right? So now I went and bought a Focusrite interface. I bought a computer, which is here. Well, this is the box, CyberPower PC. That's the computer down there. I don't know if you can see it too good. And there goes the Focusrite. So that was the chain of events that happened just by upgrading Reason 9. So now we're looking at what? $2,000 computer. I didn't get the same computer my brother had. I went and got an even more powerful computer. It's a i7 6800K processor. The graphics card is a GeForce GTX 1060. So we upgraded because I know if I want to have this for a few more years while everything is still upgrading, it'll still last. You know what I mean? I won't have to get a computer every couple of years. This should last me for a good long time. So that's two, right? That's the computer's the most. That's 2 G's right there. Well, 1,500. Matter of fact, 1,500 something. We're gonna just say 15. The reason was for we'll say about 4, in the middle of 4 and 5. I'll even give you 4 because the rack extensions plus the upgrade 4. So now we at 1,900, right? Oh yeah, the focus rate. Now we at boom, I say 2,150. Then anything else I needed? Nah, I think that's about it. We got 2,150 right now. All just because I upgraded my Reason. And I'm not gonna blame it all on Reason. I do got love for y'all Reason. I definitely like Reason better than any other beat making software that I used. So I don't want to issue on you too bad. It basically, I had an old computer, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. So now another thing that happened based upon the upgrade. Now I have a computer, right? This is where it gets real tricky. Oh yeah, we didn't even add in the Pro Tools. The Pro Tools software is about 800, right? So now I'm at like 2,900. Now you can get this subscription, which I may do because I didn't get the Pro Tools yet, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Also had to get plugins, right? Plugins depends what you use. I was using the Wave plugin. Now again, all those plugins I was using, it was probably 32-bit plugins. I mean, we dealing with a 64-bit system now, the new Pro Tools. So all those plugins have to be upgraded. So now everything. So auto tune, that's 300 right there, right? So now we at 2,400. What else? The Wave plugins. The one I had was the Waves Platinum edition. That's about I don't know the exact price, but I think that's about 1,200 just for those plugins. Before, I ain't gonna lie, they might have been hacked before. That time they might have been cracked plugins before, because 1,200 is OD. But this time around, I am gonna probably pay for it, save up the money to get that. So now, what's that? 3,600, I believe. I think I was at 2412. Yeah, 30. Now we at 3,600. Just from upgrading Reason, 3,600. That's crazy. And what other things I like to use? I still didn't add in the Pro Tools, right? Because I don't know if I'm gonna get the subscription. But if you just buy Pro Tools right now, it's 800. So that's $4,000 we're talking about. This is one expensive ass hobby. My Adobe Premiere program. Well, I didn't get the program. I got the subscription on the Premiere because it comes with Photoshop. I use that to make covers. I mean, the video program, Adobe Premiere. I use Photoshop. I'm gonna try to get in the Lightroom. So there's a lot of Adobe things, apps and stuff, or whatever you want to call them, that I want to use, and I do use. So I just went and bought the subscription. That's $50 a month, right? So that's forever. Like, so that's a reoccurring bill. So I don't know how to add that on, but that's money right there. For the year, $50. That's an extra $500, $600 right there for the year. Matter of fact, let's add that on. Now we have $4,600, right? What else? I'm trying to figure out what else. All right. So now my computer, if for some reason it has a no signal to my TV. I had this one of these screens. One of these is my brother's, one of these are mine. But I was gonna hook up both of them, but my desk right here doesn't fit. We'll get to this in a minute, but this doesn't fit both 32-inch screens on this desk. So anyway, it was a no signal in there. Those are 720p or whatever definition screens. So my mind, one that had like a VGA connection on those screens. my new computer did not come with that output, right? So I had to buy some HD cables. I bought the HD cables. That still no signal. I went what else? That has something, a display port and a DVI. I didn't try those outputs yet. What I did was I kept on I tried the HD. I got an adapter, the HD to the VGA. That still didn't work. So these are more things I'm buying, right? That's these cables is expensive. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with these cables, but the cables, the adapter, all that is another good $80 to $100. So I don't even know what we was at before. 4,800, I think. I think I lost count. I know it's going closer to 5Gs, right? So those plugs didn't work. Pardon me. Those plugs didn't work. So now in my mind, I'm assuming I can't really, for some reason, the one time I need Google the most, I can't really find no real fixes to what the problem might be. So I assume maybe the 720 again is out of date with the new video card I have, because now they all digital outputs on there, and I was using analog. I'm assuming the connections, it just wasn't working. That was an out-of-date TV. So what I do, yeah, you guessed it, I had to go get a TV, right? You see here, I got a 4K TV. That TV is not that expensive as it looks, even though it's a 43-inch 4K. That brand, what is it? Hair? I don't know how you say it. Hair, whatever. Hair. I don't know. Hair. Era. I don't know. Whatever. That's not really an expensive TV issue for that price, for that 4K definition. It's probably not the best either, but it's better than what I had. So that's another $300 right here. I get the TV now. All this is upgrade. So now we definitely in the 5,000 range. 5 something. Oh, also, I don't know if they G'd me or what at the place, but they claim, you know, you'll see better quality, better resolution with the faster HDMI cable. So I went and picked up the fastest one they had there. Get to the register, and guess how much HDMI cable was? $100 for a cable. Are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, man. So now we well into 5Gs. We well into 5Gs. And guess what? Through all of that, guess what? The computer still is saying no signal. So now I'm stuck here TVs, computer boxes all over. Got it, manuals and other boxes with wires that I ordered and all this stuff. I got this big ass screen that didn't fit on the desk. Last one was 32. It fit right on the desk. So I had to make some stuff up. These sneakers I don't wear anymore, and I probably will never wear them. So I just put the boxes there with the sneakers still in them and raised it up so I could have a little bit space on my desk. This, I don't know if you're supposed to keep this on the side like that to focus right, but the wire I have to the speaker is not that long. It's only a 3 feet wire, so I can't lay it down because there's no give. So again, that's another purchase. I'll probably be getting a 6-foot wire. That's another purchase I'm gonna have to get, all because of Reason 9 made me spend basically 5 G's. That's super duper crazy. Reason, come on, man. PropellerHead. Can I get some love? Can I get something? Can I get free upgrades from now on? Something? I don't know, man. Look what I'm going through, and the computer still don't work, so I can't get the beats in. I can't do nothing. I'm out of commission right now. Today, it's 9 o'clock now. I will be calling Cyberpower PC to try to see if they can fix it, or maybe I'm gonna have to send it back. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think 10 o'clock is when the little technical support thing opens as far as the phone lines is concerned. So we'll call them in another hour, and hopefully that fixes everything. But right now, this is super duper crazy. I don't know what else I might have to upgrade. Who knows? Crazy, man.